Imagine born in a world with so much promise, a world designed to accommodate you in your own nature, yet the society refuses to accept you. From childhood, you stayed hidden away because your family and the community disagree with your physical or mental ability. They believe you to be a risk that attracts discriminatory stigma, disgrace, and embarrassment. Imagine being compelled to remain unknown and without a voice to your government, well-wishers, and the public at large. Imagine having been entitled to help at a very young age but unable to access it. This help would have prevented the deteriorating and increasing levels of indignity that you continue to suffer as you wait for this help to come. Imagine having a large amount of outpouring gifts, sponsorship and funding from individual well-wishers and donors who never got the chance to know you or hear from you. The gifts remain lost and neither you nor the donor or well-wisher knows where they ended up. Imagine having so many people speak for you, talking about how they helped you and provided for you, yet when asked, they cannot describe or define your needs. They can't provide evidence of where they took all the funds they received, and yet many overlook these facts. It is time we stopped buying into their excuses. Having put yourself in this position, imagine not only living in deteriorating conditions of disability and the lonely situation you were subjected to, but also being locked up. As you remain in involuntary confinement, someone out there continues to use your name to get funds and gifts from people. This is injustice beyond imagination.
The plight of this boy giving voice to children living with disabilities, encouraging their inclusion in society. Sally Bello, Sunday Live.
Every day, children and adults of all ages continue to suffer these challenges and remain silenced. Equal Africa now gives them a voice to speak their mind, a voice to say what they need and what they have received, a chance to fight for their rights and claim what rightfully belongs to them. Since the financial year 2009, the government has continued to allocate billions of monies to people with disabilities. The forgery of reports has remained till this date, and fake names, contacts, and addresses are put in place of people who deserve to receive the money. Still, no one bothers to check on the specific needs of this large population of people. It is all round a neglected and forgotten population, and one that is greatly abused. Those who suffer remain silenced, denied basic services, and locked up both in their homes and institutions with little or no hope. Imagine there are over 3.6 million in this desolate situation of mental disabilities in Kenya and millions more in other African countries. According to the 2010 World Report on Disabilities by the World Health Organization (WHO), Kenya has a disability population of 15.2%, out of which 3/4 are persons with intellectual, mental, and/or psychosocial disabilities. This translates to 9% of Kenya's total population that is with intellectual, mental, and psychosocial disabilities. The same applies to most of the other African countries. However, this large population is hardly seen, for majority remains hidden in their homes, institutions, or under involuntary confinement. These are the problems that the Equality Project will address and do so effectively. The greatest of all being that the Equality Project will give people with disabilities equal recognition, effective voice, clear definition and description of their individual specific interventions, supports, and services. It will establish different actors in this field and provide linkages between what the actors do and what the people with disabilities require. It will sustain the voice of the people in times of need and feedback. It will prevent duplication of efforts by different actors and give accountability to all gifts, sponsorships, and funding given to people with disabilities in Kenya and Africa. Join us in giving a voice to the silenced and making a change in their world.